Donald J. Brower, Near Fall Podcast for GardenStateHSWrestling.com. It's go time. We're about to head out and cover the girls' championships. We have 5 who are either going to finish first or second. We're going to have interviews with them all. Before we head in there, got to thank the 2 people that got us here. Dan Warnikoff, champion athletes. If you want to get better and feel better and be one of these girls next year, talk to Dick. He'll help you with your descent plans. And the Harrington companies. Recycling, construction, landscaping. They're the reason we have these high-tech cameras. They're the reason it's giving you all these great views. Thank you to the Harrington companies. But as you can hear, they're starting the national anthem. I'm going to head over and we'll get back right with our first champion or second place in the fifth.
This week compared to last week, the next tougher, having to wait the extra week after you were on 5 last week. I know you didn't lose anything, but in terms of what you had going on last week.
I would have rather kept it going that much. I did like that I had extra time to plan ahead and know what I had to do.
How good does it feel to be a state champion? What's this moment like for you?
It just feels good. I've worked so hard for it all season long.
In the week off, like from last week to this week, what was kind of your training like?
I just practiced every day, not too hard. I didn't want to gas myself out, but I just kept working on what I knew had to do.
You've obviously wrestled her before and seen her before. Was there anything you were kind of looking for? Because you almost had her at the end there in the first. It looked like you were waiting for her to be aggressive and take advantage.
Yeah, I knew that she's very aggressive, neutral, and she likes submission, so I was just trying to wait it out and just wait for her to shoot or try to use that to get to my shots. And I just knew if I could use my hips to overpower her.
You hit that first big move and the crowd went nuts. Do you feel like that kind of helped give you some momentum for the rest of the bout?
Definitely. I just knew leading match 5-0 definitely just helped with the next couple rounds.
You're someone who's wrestled a lot of varsity matches for a good team. How much did that prepare you for a stage like this? Like wrestling against boys. I think you had about 20 matches.
It just because they're a lot stronger than the girls, so it helps me just against the girls. It feels like I have more aggressive, I have more power than them.
And what was your impression of wrestling in this venue?
It's big. I was very nervous and very scared. I have wrestled in big events like this, so I think that definitely helped, but it was just nerve-wracking to see this and be the only mat wrestling.
Have you ever been to Boardwalk Hall before?
No, I have not.
When did you get down here to Atlantic City?
On Wednesday, because we had one teammate here wrestling over the weekend, so I came to support him.
What was your impression when you walked in the gym and saw what you'd be getting yourself into?
It was very scary and nerve-wracking, but I like that I had the days to just get used to it and see what it was like.
One of the things when I came and did the preview video, our coach told me, he goes, keep an eye on Paige Weiss. I know getting out there, how does it feel to kind of fulfill that? Because I know this guy had big expectations for you coming in this year.
It was definitely a lot of pressure. I just felt like I was so I don't know, it was nerve-wracking to just come in as a freshman and just everyone else has been here before and done stuff like this.
And being a freshman, this is still, girls' wrestling is still new. To know that you guys can come in and have an established tournament, how does that feel knowing you don't have to stick with the boys and you can come out and win your own tournament?
It's good. I like having the opportunity to go out and wrestle with other girls rather than just boys, because I've grown up always wrestling with the boys, and now that I'm in high school, there's cool girls in the league, and it's just cool to be able to wrestle with the girls.
And Sparta hasn't had a state champ in 40 years. What goes through your mind to be the one to end that drought?
It's crazy. I'm very proud of myself.
I just wanted to get your thoughts on this. Talk about, your tournament, coming down here, facing somebody, realistically, who go for a fourth, just kind of what you were doing and kind of what you thought you could get done.
I kind of changed my game plan. I've been against Sakura twice in the season.
In that final quarter,
So I just trained my hardest and
ladies and gentlemen, seventh place winners in the 132-pound weight class.
a lot. There's a lot of people. It's a big
If I can get all the champions in the school
I got second, but I did my best, and I know I
to the
did.
middle of the mat for a team picture. Once again,
You fought off your back in the first there. She got you to take down. Fought back, she ran up a big lead. The third, you take top. You hold her down the entire time. Was that kind of something you thought if you can get her down, you might have a chance to control her? Was that kind of your game plan going in?
Yeah, it was. I knew I could hold her, and I've done it before, so I tried to see if I could turn her from there.
Finally, let me ask you a question. How did you enjoy the tournament format this year? Where you guys had your, kind of in Petersburg, and they said, okay, do you prefer it being similar to the boys? Did you prefer that? How does that work for you?
I think I would have liked it more if it was all down here. Waiting a week, I was just like nervous, anxious, like I want to go now. So it was a really time, like it didn't really work. And then we had to come down here, girls could barely practice. So I think it would have worked better if we were all down here, all at Petersburg. But I heard next year we're going to be down here, so that's going to be
I just wanted to get your thoughts on this. How does it feel to be a state champion?
It's unreal.
Now, we've talked about, I've come and interviewed you at the school. You on the girls' side, Evan on the boys' side, showing that a small school like Kinnelon can represent down here. How do you that feel knowing that for the future you're going to be showing those young girls in the program that they can come down here?
I love that I can be a role model for the girls coming up, especially because when I was younger it was looked down upon. To the point that I was told I should quit, it's a boys' sport. And so I always wanted a role model. Of course, I know the girls that were Olympics and stuff like that, and that was definitely a role model. But it wasn't the same as having someone in my program. So if I could be that for a girl and show that I can do it, and so can they, that's all I'd do it for.
Now you obviously, girls wrestling is somewhat new, but it got ratified. Knowing you guys could come down here and do something like this, how does it feel knowing that you guys have your own tournament?
It's awesome. I love the show, basically. I don't even know how to explain it. I explain it as a show. I love being the center of attention when I'm wrestling. I hate it in every other. I hate public speaking. I hate all that. But when I'm wrestling, I didn't even realize I was even here when I stepped on the mat. So I love it.
And finally, with talking about that, with coming down here, obviously you guys had most of it at Petersburg, came down here for the finals. Did that week kind of play? Because I know obviously you want to get into it. Did that have any with nerves, or were you just ready to go?
It definitely made me super anxious. I just wanted to get on the mat already and wrestle. But I mean, it definitely calmed me down. I feel like if I wrestled everything on that Sunday, I was so hyped up. So it was nice, but it was also making me anxious.
I just wanted to get your thoughts. Talk about winning this, especially as a freshman coming down here and winning states.
There's nothing really for me to lose by loss, but I had the thought of four times state champion in my mind. I just have to keep working.
You're one of the few girls who have had seen a state tournament established a little bit. How is it as a girl to know that now going to high school you guys have your own tournament?
It feels really nice because I've been doing boys tournaments for as long as I remember, and though it was fun and everything, it was harder, and I feel like all the hard work I've worked up doing that has transferred to doing girls tournaments.
You were very aggressive out there. Was that kind of your idea, push the pace and just leave it out there?
Yeah, this was the last match of my season, so put it all out there.
I just want to get your thoughts on the tournament. Talk a little bit about it. Obviously not the way you wanted it to end, but going out there, placing second in states, how it feels.
It feels really good, honestly. Coming in second and coming up short it's never fun. It's not the best feeling that I have right now, but I'm just proud of how far I've come. I came into the season a month and a half late. I just picked up training and everything else, and it's just I have put so much time and work into this. I deserve to be on the podium. But it just, it sucks coming up short. But I'm a sophomore. I got 2 more years. Last year I didn't even make it to the podium. So I'm not okay with it, but there's work to be done.
Now, you guys, girls wrestling is still new in the state. Talk about knowing you guys have something like this. You guys can come down and wrestle in a state tournament in front of this, packed crowd.
Honestly, it's amazing to be a part of because so many other girls in other states don't have that. And New York literally just had their first state tournament this year. So it's just, and I know a bunch of girls from PA in New York, and they don't even have what we have yet. And so I'm very lucky to be able to compete here today. And I'm just very proud of how far New Jersey has come.
And finally, talk about not only the people who helped you get here, your coaches, your parents, just what it means for them, for you to achieve. I know.
I couldn't have gotten today. I gotten to where I am today without my coaches and without the constant support of all my friends and family. I had people coming from all over, from New York, New Jersey, to come watch me wrestle today. And it's not how I wanted it to go, but I'm very lucky I have all of them, and I love them to death.
Thank you so much to everybody and all the medalists for giving me a moment of your time. I had a great season covering you. if you're a senior, I've super enjoyed the content you've given me, as well as just watching your careers. And for you underclassmen, this is a chance for you to either become a champion again or move up higher on the medal stand. From my family to yours, thank you. Enjoy the off season. I'm John L. J. Brower. Keep an eye out on the site for the upcoming year-end awards, but for AC, I'm out.